were not my decision. That's his career.
Right.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm a man. Obviously, I went another way.
Right.
So you asking me, what do you do when somebody does that? You get the fuck out of Dodge and you start a whole new brand.
Right.
And you let everybody think you're broke.
Right.
Because you don't want the buckshot or none of that karma.
So will we say that was some of the beginning of just y'all not seeing eye to eye on ideas like that?
Again, what happens when something like that happens?
The way you just put it.
How else did I put it?
I'm just saying that you broke it down. You simplified it.
So you a man. Well, how would you would have felt that after that?
I would have felt exactly how you felt.
All right, so ain't nothing more to say. Like, I don't have to go and advertise it. Y'all should use y'all logic.
Right.
Like, damn, the nigga.
A group of people, like just in comparison to the whole world, you know? Maybe I didn't care because I didn't value the accusers' stories, like because they were black women, because like, you know, usually like niggas that get in trouble for shit like this on their magnitude of celebrity, it's light-skinned women or white women. That's like when it.
Her dad, a quote, monster.
Well, she added in that post, it's actually been years since she and her siblings have seen or spoken to Kelly. Kelly's under investigation after a docu-series highlighted decades of allegations of sexual abuse by the R&B singer. Allegations, his lawyer says, are all false.
It's obviously impossible to prove things that didn't happen because there's no evidence. So hopefully Mr. Kelly can get on with his life and these people will leave him alone.
It was just I think like the thing is like we're programmed to really be hypersensitive to black male oppression. It's just prevalent in all media, and when you see niggas getting beat up by the police, it's men. Like that's like a scene that you see. Like slavery for a lot of people, all
of that. R. Kelly was one of the major producers from over there at the time. He was sizzling from everything from B2K to all. He was just writing records. They put me in the studio with him. I actually had this because this was going on. He got arrested at the Ignition video in Miami. I'm in the video. This is when I'm like, what is going? This is when it's all being revealed. I'm like, I didn't understand it. Never saw the tape. All of that type of stuff. And I had a personal conversation, and he tells me, man, don't believe none of that. That ain't what.
That's the first time. That's what I feel. R. Kelly don't want forgiveness. He wants no racial impunity. He's afraid of somebody at home to get out of the car. Don't be ashamed to be going to listen. That's what I was saying.
Doing that. Stop saying y'all.
Not guilty.
I only say y'all when it's that. It's never y'all no other time. Say y'all when y'all talking about the money.
All right. All I'm saying is everybody stepping in the name of love. I'm like,
I wasn't.
I wasn't. Oh, okay. We good now.
I wasn't.
I know you personally weren't, because we were all.
My question was
the
why?
entire industry.
What I'm saying is, if you hear a dude fuck with a 15-year-old, why would you still work with him?
For several, that ain't the only one.
I'm just asking a question.
That's not the only person that I heard.
But I'm asking you a question.
It was speculation.
If somebody speculates that someone's fucking with kids, you gonna fuck with them?
If that was the case, there's
records.
probably a lot of people in this industry.
I'm not talking about a lot of people. I'm talking about you.
That's what. No, I'm saying there's a lot of people I can't fuck with, from executives all the way down to
me
artists.
too. Just like when I found out about Harvey Weinstein, I ain't fuck with him no more.
With the truth. So I'm putting it in God's hand. I'm praying for them women, and whatever justice needs to be served, the system needs to do that.
I didn't fuck with him because he was just a scumbag.
But y'all did movies.
Nah, dog.
You knew he was a scumbag when you did that movie.
No, I didn't. I learned it through the movie. I never made another one with him.
Now I'm giving you the Dame face. Come on.
Bro, that was my first
we
movie.
You knew Harvey
I just got there. I didn't know. I just got there. That was my first movie I ever made in my life. I learned on the set how he was, and I punished him, and I left. And I never made another movie with him, and I just teased him every time I saw him after that. So we owned clubs together like Socialista and shit like that, and I'd be like, yo, how y'all fuck with him? All the time. People, you could look at it.
You spoke your mind as I speak my mind.
But I'm talking about back then.
You still
I did it when
business.
It wasn't popular. I did not. I didn't do no business with him. Don't make me do something I didn't. After I found out, I did not. What other movie I made with him after that? All you heard about me doing is barking on him after that.
Right, but you guys were still had clubs together.
No,
you had clubs?
No, meaning like Giuseppe.
He's a pedophile!
I was a student at those high schools. He needs forgiveness. No, he needs accountability. He needs forgiveness. He needs accountability. No, he needs you can pray for somebody and still hold them accountable. Don't you dare stand here. No, he needs forgiveness. God is his judge. God is his judge. God is his judge. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed.
Yeah,
he's not lying when he comes in.
But this was before everybody was saying it was popular.
Right.
Wood Harris was on the radio saying I was bugging for that. Just Blaze was like, look, he yelled at Harvey Weinstein. Now look at him. That's
Right.
what people was doing. Y'all always make that shit convenient. Nah. It's always my money or I did something with homie when it's a
Right.
bad thing, but I ain't got shit to do with it when it's good.
Right.
That don't make no sense. Bottom line is, people look the other way. Based on whatever reason it is.
That is a great bottom line. They
bottom
do.
line, but I don't.
And a lot of people don't know how. And you know,
traffic coming in and out. We see young girls, sometimes older girls, parents dropping them off, Ubers, cabs, limousines come, a bunch of girls jump out, run in there screaming.
Some who work in the area say they've also noticed something interesting in the last day or so. They say that someone has put padlocks on the garbage dumpsters behind this warehouse. We're not sure who did that or when exactly it happened. What we do know, city inspectors will be here 11 a.m. Wednesday.
I wish that I would have been able to see the fullness of the monster I was dealing with.
In the midst of an onslaught of allegations, defiance from R. Kelly's attorney.
We know what happened, and we know those things didn't happen. The man was not operating a harem or a sex cult or holding people hostage or anything like that.
Stephen Greenberg speaking to us on R. Kelly's behalf for the first time since the release of the Lifetime docuseries Surviving R. Kelly.
Do you know if he plans to have any legal action against anyone?
Well, hopefully he'll sue Lifetime.
For what? Defamation of character?
For defamation, because people shouldn't be able to do this to someone.
And regarding those decades-long claims that Kelly is involved with minors,
does he deny ever having a sexual relationship with someone who was under the age of consent?
Yes. He absolutely does.
Was he married to Aaliyah when she was 15?
He was married to her when she was 15. Elvis was married to Priscilla.
But so then 15 is not of the age of legal consent, right? I mean,
right, except that my understanding is that she did not claim to be 15. And in order to get married, she had to lie about her age.
And he is saying that he had no idea.
No idea.
Also responding to current allegations being made by the Savage family. They say R. Kelly is holding their daughter Joycelyn against her will right now.
No one ever complained about anything till some producer came and found them.
Well, that's not exactly true because the Savages do have police reports that they've filed, right, saying that R. Kelly's former manager and current manager threatened them, and that's been documented by police.
Well, so Mr. Savage, and I hate to diss used car salesman, but is a used car salesman who first made allegations, and when he first made allegations, he had his younger daughter present a video blasting R. Kelly saying she's going to be a rap star. He's in this for his own personal gain.
All of this coming on the heels of Lady Gaga's announcement that she's pulled her 2013 collaboration with R. Kelly, Do What You Want, from streaming services.
Lady Gaga did a song with him in 2013, and there were no problems. Now, there were rumors about Mr. Kelly back then. What has changed between then and now? I'll tell you what's changed between then and now. She says, if I don't disclaim my association with him, it might hurt my chance to get an Oscar. That's exactly what it is.
I have no video with me in this picture.
And that's probably why it wasn't successful.
Exactly, karmically, but we talking about me right now.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you got to remember, you got to ask me, how do you deal with that when someone you respect does some shit that you don't fuck with at all?
Right.
When someone that you've been making money with and that people's bills are getting paid and all that, what you supposed to do? All I could do is my own and make sure I didn't fuck with that. And everyone around me knew that. So yeah, if me and you cool and you know that I got a girl that your man raped.
It's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
And you and I tell you, when you gonna still work with him, what you gonna feel?
Nah,
So what you think I felt?
Exactly.
So I'm human, bro. But I had
And surrounding her father moved forward here in Chicago and in Georgia. And tonight, in a lengthy Instagram post, Buku Abai calls her dad a, quote, monster.
Well, she added in that post, it's actually been years since she and
the king of R&B last week.
Kenyatta, one time he was at the concert, took a picture. I was like, yo, he called me. I said, you know, homie, you got daughters, bro. Holmes. I was like, yo, you gotta take that down.
So
that was before all this.
Right.
I'm like, bro, you got daughters, man. You know what homie did to mine.
But y'all worked.
No, not y'all.
Not you.
All right, so what, don't put me in that.
Rockefeller.
Don't put me in that. No, there ain't no Rockefeller on that, bro.
Really?
Go look at the record.
Interesting.
What you mean? I was like, nah, come on, man.
And all the things that, you know, us singing I Believe I Can Fly at kindergarten graduations were all things that were like a huge part of my childhood. Making a song with R. Kelly was a mistake.
Solid. And as a young person, I didn't understand that.
That's what you might want to say.
I think I was trying to get to that if you would have let me get to it.
It took too long. I was old by the time you said you was young.
No, but as the time and now, so with everybody, my only question is, as we're being so judgmental and not saying, yo, that man is sick, that man needs help, that
Nobody
man
gives a fuck about that. If that was your daughter, that nigga's not sick, he's dead.
And what?
Period. Nobody cares about that. That's my daughter right there.
100%.
If I hear about any of that shit,
if I hear about anybody fucking with my daughter,
I would lose
it's
everything
over.
for that.
100%.
I would go do that time for that.
100%. I'm right there with you.
So why is it only like maybe the reason why I was like that was because it was close to me.
Right.
Maybe that could be the reason.
But you still were in close proximity.
I was not, man. You keep saying I was.
You just
bro,
from the video.
I was, bro. Listen. Like I said, I didn't know all that shit till I knew Aaliyah. Once I knew Aaliyah, then I did not. Even before that, you never see me with this dude.
Right.
What are you talking about? Like, cause he with him, I'm with him. You don't see no picture of me with him.
Right.
He with Steve Stout. I don't fuck with him.
Right.
All of them. He with Leo. I don't fuck with him.
Right.
So why you?
City inspectors will go into this building next Wednesday. Right now, there are some fans of R. Kelly gathered in front. And as you mentioned earlier today, Chicago police tell us they had a request for a well-being check. They made contact with 2 women at R. Kelly's residence in Trump Tower. They seemed to be fine, so they left. A lot of activity at this point in here as well as in court.
Understand R. Kelly's situation and presence in the world when it comes down to his trial and his accusations and his accusers as a victim. And I don't know if that's because from Chicago.
Really follow that situation.
Right.
But once I got with homie,
homegirl,
and I was like, yo, out of respect, I can't fuck with it. Period.
Right.
Wasn't even
Understood.
A choice. So I didn't make no money with him.
Right.
Just because he made money with a lot of people I ain't make money with.
Right.
So he got all this money and I'm broke.
Right.
That's what everybody says.
That's what they think.
But when it come down to fucking with him, I got some of that.
Right.
That's the only time I get some money.
That's the only time we want to bring
all
you
of a
in.
sudden I break bread. All of a sudden I got it when the bad people, because I'm not fucking with them.
Right.
So like I told you, everything homie did, I wasn't with it. So I couldn't do everything. And listen, when you have a label and you have a lot of people, there's a lot of things people do that you don't fuck with. But
100%.
But if I morally don't like it, I won't take no money from it.
So
I mean,
this your label.
Now you wrong, bro.
So is that okay? Was there any dissension between you and Jay because of that? Because
of course,
they made a song together called "Not Guilty" during that time.
Yeah, that was kind of
they singing. I ain't do it. Like,
right.
Like,
Yo, boy, that was a water that I always was like I wouldn't fuck with that. you understand what I'm saying? Like you have to understand.
But don't act like I'm over here because I work with him.
But bro,
you did.
No, that's not. You keep saying I did because someone I know did. That's crazy
Your
to me.
partner.
No, it's not. Yo, he's not my partner. Look how my partner played me. You calling him my partner? Now he's my partner.
We talking then. We talking then.
Obviously, then he wasn't.
Cut to 2000.
Okay, listen to
2000
Cut
what?
to 2000, right? Or whatever.
If someone is living there and the property has not been converted properly to living space, it could create a safety concern if a fire breaks out, or there could be a number of things that could go wrong.
The judge's order names Midwest Commercial Funding, LLC, and Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly. Melvin Sims says he is the attorney representing the building's tenant.
There is no truth to any of the specious allegations regarding that premises.
R. Kelly is the subject of a recent documentary alleging sexual and physical abuse by the popular R&B singer against young women.
We know what happened, and we know those things didn't happen. The man was not operating a harem or a sex cult or holding people hostage or anything like that.
I'm in the same club as what, you want me to punch him in his face? No, I just left him alone.
Right.
I did the man thing. I did the boss shit.
Right.
Stay over there. That's what I did. And because my girl said leave it alone, I left it alone.
You left it alone at that.
But anybody that knows what happened to my girl that fuck with me should not be fucking with homie. Period. And I felt that way, and I haven't been saying shit
and
about it.
now
for
the
years.
entire world feels the same way that you feel. And is it one of those things where you looking like I've been trying to tell y'all?
It's one of the things, like, now y'all bringing it up. I'm like, I told y'all, but really, it's been bothering me for a while, so it's therapeutic.
Absolutely.
It's always bothered me.
To being able to get
didn't
over
bother
it.
me.
Right.
It never didn't bother. It always was disrespectful to me and my girl and just to women. I always thought it was violation. I don't care what nobody say, and I can say what I want to say.
As you've always done that.
That's my opinion. That's my thing. I can say it when I want, how I want, and any man that defends another man, you get no burn. Don't even speak to me if you're talking about another nigga to me. Period.
Right.
Claims. Meantime, the building inspector is in court today asking for access to the building behind me, which is leased by R. Kelly. Despite a growing movement of people who want to see him prosecuted, R. Kelly parties at a Southside nightclub last night. He gets on the microphone for an obscenity-laced performance. I don't wanna hurt nobody. Police were called to the club but say they declined to make any arrests because they have no warrants. The Lifetime Network docuseries, Surviving R. Kelly, documents the stories of a number of young women who say Kelly held them against their will, sexually assaulting them. An anonymous tip to the city accuses Kelly of keeping girls at his near West Side recording studio.
Wait. Why did you work? Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
What about a nigga marrying a 15-year-old is all right any day?
It's never all
So
right.
why'd you still work with him?
I'll tell you the reason why. One,
why you still listen to his music?
Let me answer the question. We got to get to it. Now, honestly, I always went to the idea of knowing who Rob is. I feel like there's mental illness that we have not discussed. We want to call this man a
That's
genius.
not my question.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because when I had to have the conversation with him, because one, it was during that time where...
Can I get a direct answer about that one?
I'm giving it to you right now.
Not that direct.
Because and I'm gonna need a direct answer from you
I'll give you
too.
one.
Because you try to act like y'all ain't worked together with.
Tell me.
There's some money that y'all got together.
Where? Tell me. Show it. Show me. Show me the money.
So the tour, you didn't make no money?
Not a dollar. I didn't want no parts of that. Nothing.
None of it.
Look, check my record. Go under my file, bro. Go look.
Ain't the Not Guilty song? Wait, ain't that's
tour with him? And
wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
But no one
You just
said
took
nothing.
That's
and then
hell
no one
of a
noticed it.
perspective.
Damn, Dame's not in the video. Dame ain't at that concert. Dame ain't in none of that shit. And now Dame in a Fiesta video because I'm not even next to this. Never. I had to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
why did you have to do it?
Because that was my artist. Not to say at that time I didn't know it wasn't like, put it like this. I remember having a conversation with Aaliyah, and I was like, yo, tell me what happened. And she was like, she just couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And I just left it at that. And she said, leave it alone. Don't cause no, like, what you want me to do? And just leave it alone.
Right.
Don't act like nothing. It causes me too much pain.
Right.
So I can't bring no awareness to it. I can't do nothing.
Right.
I just got to wear it.
Right.
So if I don't agree with somebody I'm working with is doing, I can't publicly out my man.
Right.
But really, how's he my man if he's still doing that?
If he's still doing
but
that.
Then if I do that, I fuck up Bean's money, Cam money, Kanye money, everybody money. So now what I'm going to do? So I'm going to just say, look, I'm going to take a silent protest.
Right.
Y'all realize it later. I didn't.
That building also has the attention of the city's building department. A call to 311 last Wednesday alleged people may be living in 219 North Justine, which is zoned for manufacturing, not residential. Today, a Cook County judge ordered an inspection after inspectors were not able to get into the building.
I did not know this. I didn't know the severity of the situation. I didn't see the tape. And at the time, I'm telling you, this is when it first popped off. Now, a bit as it got later, I'm telling you, as a young man,
I'm not, nah.
You try, come on, I'm giving you an honest answer. I'm telling you
it's
the
a politically correct answer.
No, I'm giving you the real. So when we talk,
Bro.
Let me talk. So then we get there. I'm in Chicago. We working all of this type of stuff, and I'm already like, I'm aware. I'm like, I don't see. I'm looking for little girls. I'm looking like I'm trying to figure this out. From what I see, there's at the time, I don't see nothing out of pocket.
This answer's taking a long time.
I'm giving you the. Your answer took a long time too, nigga.